up, YouTube? This is Sports Striker, and here today I'm with my boy Jordan. We haven't seen him in a while since the Dragons of Legend 2 box opening.
It's been a while.
Alright, and we're going to be showing our deck profile for him. What deck are you showing?
I am running my fun Exodia deck. A lot of people give it shit for it, but you know what? I love it. It's fun. It's 1, 2, 3, and it stalls, and it pisses people off, and it makes me happy.
Now, because of the hits when Upstart got hit a while ago and Chicken Game being banned, and the new support, which a lot of people are not very a fan of, how do you really think about the deck, and how did you fix it?
Well, basically, since Upstart Goblin got limited to 1, I had to do a little switches around, which I am going to show you guys, but, you know, enough talk, let's just get this.
Alright, go ahead.
So, obviously, to do an Exodia deck, you need all 5 pieces of Exodia. You know, you gotta have all of them, or else, you know, what's the point of running an Exodia deck?
All ultras.
Exactly.
Because no one wants a comment.
Exactly. So, 5 pieces of Exodia, let's get that out of the way. And then I run 2 Cyber Valleys. Mainly for Cyber Valley, you know, because of their effects, you know, it's out to battle phase, lets me draw a card. I rarely use the other 2 effects, I use it just for the first. But it's really fun to use, it stalls people. Every now and then when I'm in a desperate situation, I use the other effects, but in all, it's an amazing card. For my protectors, Battle Fader, let's say someone's playing, you know, something OP as fuck, you know, a meta or whatever, they're attacking me and I'm about to lose a duel, I throw a Battle Fader, and, you know, even though he gets banished when he leaves the field, I still have a way to bring him back, and then, you know, I can just XC summon him.
And there's secrets.
Yes. 3, Swift Scarecrow, same as Battle Fader. Someone's about to attack me, send him to the graveyard. Instead of being banished, I can still always bring him back. So, you know, Swift Scarecrow is always my lucky card. The main key to the deck, Mystic Piper. You gotta run 3 Mystic Pipers regardless. You send them from your hand to the graveyard, you get to draw a card. If it's a level 1 monster, you get to draw again. You know, you get to bring it back.
It's Field of the Grave.
Yes, Field to Grave, my bad.
Tribute.
But basically, to bring him back is my other key card, Kinkabayu. Kinkabayu, basically, I summon him, bring back Mystic Piper, and then just keep using Mystic Piper's effect over and over again. You gotta have all 3 Mystic Pipers in the graveyard to run his effect. If you have 2 Kinkabayus, normally I use one for an XE summon, the other I use for Mystic Piper. You know. That's enough for my monsters. Now I am my key spell card. Where art thou now? Basically, I bring a piece from Exodia to my from my deck to my hand. Gives me an even advantage. I normally take the 2,000 life points. Basically, the whole point is for me to take my own damage. No, the whole point of this deck is to make sure my opponent doesn't touch me, my life points at all. I'm taking my own damage, but that is the whole point. Where art thou now is the key card if you're gonna run an Exodia deck. I run 2 Pot of Dualities. Some people tell me to run 1 or run 3. I run 2. It's a little more extra space, even space. So basically, yeah, I never use Pot of Duality though for Exodia. I run Exodia just for one reason. All right, so Pot of Duality is just 1 Upstart Goblin. I have to put it on at 1, but you know my opponent gains 1,000 life points. I draw a card. Everyone's happy.
Except for you, because Patrick Coleman fucked you over.
Yes. Monster Reincarnation. You gotta have at least 1 Monster Reincarnation. Basically, let's say someone, you know, takes an Exodia piece out of my hand, and then I'm screwed. I'm guaranteed to lose a duel. Bam! I bring a Monster Reincarnation. I bring back the piece. GG. All right. I run Gold Sarcophagus just for 1, mainly for the head of Exodia. Let's say I have all 4 pieces in my hand, and then I just have to keep searching for that 1 head. I'm about to lose a duel. I have Gold Sarcophagus ready, so that Exodia is banished in 2 turns. It comes right back to my hand. Okay, 1 Day of Peace. Mainly, my opponent can attack, I can attack. We both get to draw 1 card. Even playing field, 1 for 1. I normally use 1 for 1 either for Mystic Piper or a Battle Fader, Swift Scarecrow, regardless. I never use them for Exodias. So yeah, you gotta have this. Card Trader. I put in Card Trader to substitute a Upstart Goblin. I mean, I like it. It's good. It's quick. You know, I only use it for like at least 2 turns. Let's say someone MSTs it or whatever. Card Trader is still good. So now for my traps, I have other protectors aside from Battle Fader and Swift Scarecrow. Threatening Roar, pissing off my opponents.
What's good?
Then I've got 3 Wabakus, pissing off my opponents. You know, plus I take no damage. You know. I run 3 called Haunted to bring back Mystic Piper whenever I need him in case I don't have King Caballo, or I use him, let's say, for Swift Scarecrow or Battle Fader, whatever, you know. Wait, I can't use him for Battle Fader, unfortunately. 1 Jar of Greed, you know, another substitute for Upstart Goblin. I wish I still had all 3 pieces of Upstart Goblin, but you know, Jar of Greed and
do you mind if we move?
Yeah, sure.
and then so Jar of Greed and Card Trader are my subs. And then I run 2 Slacker Magicians. You don't need 3, you don't need 1, just 2. I prefer her. Can't be destroyed by battle. If she's about to be targeted for an effect, just ditch 1 Xyz material, and then let's say I have Battle Fader as the Xyz material, send him to the graveyard instead of banish from the field, whatever, and you know, she's good support also. So.
Alright, so that's your Exodia build. Alright, so what are your positives for this deck?
Positives is that mainly it pisses off my opponent. No, the positives mainly is that eventually a lot of people play OTKs or first turn kills, Exodia decks, which I find completely boring. You know, it's just like I was on a duel on Dueling Network, this guy using his entire deck just for Exodia, and I'm thinking you don't even get to have a move in. So I'd rather just have a full-on one-on-one duel with my opponents. I can keep going over and over and over again. I won't win in 1 turn, I won't win in 2 turns. Mainly, you know, it's just for fun.
So you mostly give people a chance.
Exactly. You know, it's just like, you know, if you're gonna try to beat this deck, which hardly I ever lose to this deck, if you are gonna beat me though, then you know, bring it on. I'm happy to play. I don't play this game for competition. I play just for fun. And Exodia, this is a very, very fun deck. I recommend playing it. It's pretty okay. Negatives about this deck is that actually Exodia himself is the negative, because let's say you already have, let's say, 3 or 4 pieces in your hand, that clumps up your hand. You only have 6 cards, and then it's just like you have only 2 cards that you can play. You don't want to play your Exodia pieces, and then you're screwed. You know. So basically, yeah, I mean, you just want to have less Exodia pieces in your hand, so that eventually you can keep running around with the duel, and then eventually, bam, you run all 5 pieces of Exodia, and then it's game over. You know. So Exodia himself is a strong point, but he's also the weak point of this deck. That's the only downfall that I can think of or that I built with.
Alright, one last question. Why did you not want to play the new support of the Exodia build?
I didn't see any point to it. I mean, I like it. It's just that it's not for me. I figure if I'm going to play an Exodia deck, I'm going to go original Gen 1, all 5 pieces. It's more fun, you know? You don't want to go OTKs. So that's mainly my main reason. It's more fun.
Alright, is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, keep subscribe to the Fortress Striker. He's got some pretty good, wrestling notes and Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles, you know. Subscribe to him, he's really fun, he's a good friend of mine. And check out my channel, the Dragon Slayer 2001. I've got my own wrestling channel. And check out my future duels.
Alright, and this is Jordan Sotomayor showing off his Exodia deck pro. Let me know in the comment section what you believe, what you think you should do with this deck, or how you think it is. Give this video a like if you enjoy this. Share this to your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Like my Facebook page and his YouTube channel. And this is Fortress Striker and Jordan Sotomayor signing off.
Later.